you can feel the animal's pulse.
Look at it, they're in the
or
road.
heartbeat through the velvet. It's warm to the touch. But if you watch them, you'll notice they're really careful with it. They don't want to run the risk of ripping it open, because if that were to happen, they could lose a lot of blood. It'd be similar to a human opening an artery.
Look, look.
But what will happen is these antlers will grow like that with the velvet for about 4 to 6 months, or right up until the breeding season. Once that breeding season kicks in,
Look at them.
their testosterone levels rises, and it causes the velvet to start drying up and coming off. Then they'll clear all the velvet off of there when it starts to die off. And they'll use those bare bone antlers to try to show off for the girls by sparring, which is when they lock them together and kind of push each other back and forth. However, they're not trying to injure one another when they're doing that. They're just trying to assert dominance and overpower one another. So sometimes they'll even leave a stump or a log or a sapling or something in between them to work as a little bit of a safety net to make sure nobody pushes too hard.
Do you like them?
But then at the end of the mating season, once that testosterone level drops again, so do the antlers. And they start all over again.
Look at how big they are, guys. You see them? You see them, guys? Yeah, that's cool.
So those guys are Roosevelt elk. They used to be called Olympic elk, but their name was changed in order to honor President Roosevelt. Do you guys know what he did to earn that honor? The national parks, that's right. So the elk's numbers were dropping. They were becoming threatened, and he didn't want to see them go away. So he decided that he was going to make a difference in their lives by easily starting a few new national parks, giving them more places to live where they could be safe and protected and allowed to reproduce and bring their numbers up. Nowadays, they're actually doing much, much better and not threatened at all.
After we're done
You
off
can
the
make
train.
as big of a difference as a president, because he has a lot of power. But we can still make a difference in their life too by protecting those forests that they like to live in and using responsible hunting
I don't have
practices.
your juice cup.
We just want to make sure their numbers remain healthy.
Oh, are you sad?
So this is the female or the cow herd that we're seeing over here in the trees. With them, you're going to see a few of the younger adolescent males. They might have a little bit of antlers. They can stay with mom for up to about 4 years. So during this time of year when it's not the mating season, they are welcome in the cow herd. However, if you look really close out there, you might even spot one guy that's got a pretty impressive set of antlers starting to grow. That is the dominant bull from last year's mating season. And what happens is at the end of the mating season, after they drop their antlers, they're in a really depleted state. They're kind of weakened because they're exhausted from all of the showboating and the fighting and everything with the other guys over the girls, not to mention the mating itself, and the fact that they've been carrying around this great big set of antlers on their heads. It takes a lot of energy. So after they drop them, what they like to do is try to blend into the female herd and stay with those girls for as long as possible, because there is safety in numbers. So he's going to pretend like he's a girl right up until the lead cow decides, okay, your antlers are too big, you need to go. And they're going to kick him out. Now if you guys are noticing these little dirt patches in the grass over here, those are bison wallows. They were cleared out by the bison. They like to have a spot to roll in the dirt because they like to take dust baths to help protect them against the sun and insects. And then during the rut, the boys have a very charming behavior. They like to go up to those dirt patches, urinate in them, and then roll in them, creating a nice little bison cologne that they like to put on to attract the ladies. Now guys, I don't recommend you try that at home. It doesn't work on humans. Human females will actually give you the exact opposite reaction as you're looking for and run away from you.